Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Welcome to Table for Two. But on today's table, we are going to be baking. Yes, we're going to be baking. But before then, before I dive into what we're doing today, hope your love life is going well. Hope everything at home is fine. Hope you are doing great. So yes, I'm going to be showing you how to make some snacks. I'm going to be making egg roll, fish roll. So if you take your time to watch this video to the end, you'll see how to make your fish roll. You'll be wondering how do people fold fish roll. You'll also be seeing it on this video, how to make egg roll and buns. So this recipe I will be showing it will be on the description box. So you can go there to see the exact ingredients I use and the strength of the ingredients I use. That's the milligram of the ingredients I use, the measurement of all the ingredients I use. The only thing I'll be shipping in is, please, before you start adding your butter shouldn't be the first thing you add. Before you start adding your butter, first add in all the dry ingredients. When I say dry ingredients, I mean the ones that are not as soft as butter, like they are powdery, like your baking powder, your sugar, your salt, your nutmeg, all that. You're going to be adding it first. Mix it together before you add your butter. Yes, that's what I'm going to be shipping. So now I'm adding my dry ingredients. So you can see that that's sugar that is going in now. Sugar enhances the sweetness. Like you already know, sugar is sweet. So if you don't put sugar in this recipe, I don't think you can taste it. So you add your sugar first to help the sweetness. Then you also add baking powder. So you add baking powder. You also add salt to balance the sweetness of the sugar. Then you add nutmeg too. So that's the nutmeg. Nutmeg used to help with flavor. Then I wanted to just kind of do a little twist. That I added a little ginger, but it's actually not part of the recipe. It's just my personal thing. I wanted to try something. So I've put all the dry ingredients and equally the wet ingredients. But like I said, please don't forget to add all the dry ingredients first. Mix it together before you add the wet ingredients. So you put your butter, you mix very well, which I've already done, that like you saw. And I'm adding the water now. So you add the water in bits, but please don't do it like bread. The way you need bread, just you mix it like with the fingertip, just like I'm doing. Don't use your palm to mix. If you use your palm to mix, it will just be like it will be like all those it will be like bread. The egg will be looking like bread. But if you want something that is breaking, like, don't know if you understand. If you want something that is breaking, then you have to use your finger to mix, like just like what I'm doing now. So you keep mixing until all the ingredients come together. So this is it. This part is actually a bit neat strength. So you just keep mixing like this. So till you get it together, be putting the water bit by bit. I'm doing putting the water bit by bit because there's a measurement for the water, but then flours varies. Today you go to the market, they'll tell you they have big way. Another day you go to the market, it's another particular flour they have. So different flour with how they respond to water. So if you have your water recipe and you just add everything, and it happens that the flour the person that taught you used is not the same exact same flour you are using, then it will your product might come out messy. So you need to add the water in bits to prevent stuff like maybe your dough is not becoming it's not too soft or something. So that's what I was trying to do. That's why I was adding the water in bits. So now my dough is the consistency I want is actually okay now. So I'll just use my finger to get it together. Like I said, I don't need some people need, but me I don't like the end product of a dough that is needed, especially for egg roll. Mm. So I'm trying to get off the ones of my palm. That's why I'm adding flour. So when you want to get those remaining ones stuck on your palm, you add a little flour to get it out of your palm. So that's basically it. It's things like this now you can do it at home, not only for commercial, but this one I'm doing now. It's not only me that ate it. So that's just it. So the next thing now, by the time I was doing that, my eggs were ready. So I usually measure my egg stuff. I usually use 100 grams. So you cut off the dough, you measure 100, and you add your egg to unwrap it. Then this is the fish roll. Yes, this is how I I used to turn my fish roll. So you roll it like this. You first of all roll it out, like you use a rolling pin, or you can use what's a bottle. If you don't have a rolling pin, you can use bottle to roll it out. Get a clean surface. Cut out some dough. You can use like 50 grams. Yes, 50 grams of the dough is fine. Sometimes I use 45. So you roll it out, then you add your mix in the middle, then roll it. You can design it like this, like I did. So this is how I do mine. You can also get it to be slimmer and longer. You understand? So it has to, that one now depends on how well you roll it. So you see it, you can roll it, you can see the rolling pin, right? So you can roll it longer than this. Can sorry, excuse me. Can roll it longer. Yes. Can make it to be long. So depending on the shape you want. Some people want it fat and short. Some like it long and slim. So in life everybody have different tastes. Even in choosing partner self, everybody have different tastes. Nobody have the same taste when it comes to choosing a partner. So likewise the this fish roll. So somebody were like, oh man, please, you would have even done it longer or that. I said, okay, next time. So you see that thing I'm adding at the end is water, or there's nothing there. It's water so that the I can the egg fish roll can be sealed properly. That's why I'm adding that water. So it's just water. They use your hands to cover the edges so that when you're frying the mix will not come out. So this is buns. You don't really have to do anything in buns. You just cut your dough and use your hand to roll it into balls. That's all you do to get your buns. So you can see that. This is just it. You don't put anything, you don't add anything. So you just cut the dough, roll it, that's buns. So that's basically it. So you add your flour in your hand to prevent sticking. But don't add too much flour so it won't alter the taste of what you are doing. So you can see that. So you can do as many buns as you want according to what your mix, what you the mix you did. So you can do as many balls, as many egg roll, as many fish roll. Like I said, you can also use it for fish pie. So just open it, cut it to the round pattern of fish pie, put the filling and cover it. That's just basically it. So these are the buns I got from it. You can see it. So the next thing after this is just to fry. There's really nothing there. So by now your oil should be heating. Yes. So you start frying. Please and please put your heat, your if the oil is already very hot before you started frying, let it be on a low heat. Not too low so that the egg roll will not be soggy, to not be soggy, to not take too much oil. You understand? Mm-hmm. To not drink too much oil. And if the oil is not too hot, please let the heat be a bit medium. Yeah, this process is actually very dicey, but just make sure that this your egg roll fries for about 15 minutes. If it doesn't get to 15 minutes, let me say it took just 5 minutes for the whole body to get brown. Just know that the egg roll inside is not cooked because egg roll cannot get cooked in 5 minutes. It takes longer than that. So at least 15 minutes it should stay on the heat. And as it's there, you can be using your stick to turn it. Then this is the fish roll, like I said. So people like it short and fat, people like it slim and long. So these ones are actually short and fat. So if you don't want this type that is short and fat, what you need to do is to roll. Where you want to roll it, you roll it to be very thin and long. That's the way you can get a long one. Then this is the buns. Yes, I think that's the last thing we'll be frying. So you just fry. This one doesn't need that 15 minutes of egg roll. You know, egg roll has egg inside. So the heat, for the heat to finally get inside, takes a while. So then this is, sorry, this is a pop-off. So you fry your pop-off. Though I didn't show you how I mix it, but then this is how you cut it inside the oil. So pop-off is not actually hard to mix, but you mix and cover and allow it to rise. So you use your hand because the mix is actually watery, unlike the buns and egg roll one that is hard. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to be able to see other premium content from us. So please subscribe. Bye.